Okay, so we're going to have a little go at some teasels and honesty in watercolour. So I've already drawn one teasel out. Basically, we want an egg sort of shape. You can pop 4 curved spiky bits and a stem. It's nice to do them in various heights and sizes really. I'm just going to do 2 today. I'm going to pop some water on. And then I've dipped my brush into something called gum arabic solution, which is a medium you can get that helps to slow the flow of paint, and it's also very good for when you want to lift things off later. When we're doing the honesty, you'll see what I mean. So I'm just popping a little bit of that on as well. So I've got a few colours here, a yellow, a blue and a dark brown. So that's what we're going to use today. So load my brush up with water. I'm going to dab straight into that blob of blue. And just spread that around. Now I can try to avoid the teasel. It's not the end of the world if I get some on there. The stronger that you get the background, the more that the honesty will then stand out later. Because you've got that gum arabic in, it does slow the flow of the paint, so you will find that it's much easier to actually stop the paint going into the teasel. A bit more down this side. And then I just want a little bit of variety in here. This side's quite flat, so I'm just taking an extra bit of blue in really. I'm going to swap down to sort of a medium-sized round brush. Load it with water again. I'm going to dab into the yellow. So this is a raw sienna colour. I'm just going to bring that in to each of the teasel heads. Again, it won't flow a lot because of that gum arabic. If it flows into the blue, that's a really nice effect. I like that. Makes it look softer. Gives everything a little bit of a glow. You can bring a little bit of that down. You can add a few little extra bits if you want. So we'll pop in a little bit of the yellow. It's quite a muted yellow, so it'll make like a olivey type green here, which is fine. It's nice to mix on the paper. And then that same brush, I'm going to dab into some dark brown. Just bring it down that one side. So we're choosing a side for light, a side for dark. And then if we just pop a little bit of water. So this is just water on a brush, and I'm just manipulating the paint so it flows through a little bit more. You don't want it to be too hard a line. then I've got a long, thin rigger brush. I'm going to come in, create these soft teasel effects here. If it flows a little bit, don't worry, we can add a little bit later. It's quite nice having hard and soft edges. You can bring with this thinner brush some shadow to start to create a bit of a stem. And just take your time. The paper should stay nice and damp. And then you can come and start to get some little spiky bits on here. You want to take another stem up here that's nice and soft. This will be where we're going to pop the honesty. Just do like a little branch coming upwards. And you can have a few little twiggy bits as well if you want. I'm just going to dry that off now. Okay, so that's nice and dry now, and what I'm going to do is with this medium-sized round brush, I've got it loaded with water, and I'm going to come in and just paint a circle with water. And another one here, maybe one here, maybe one here. And just paint a few in. If you can leave it just to dissolve the paint on the surface, you can see it starting to dissolve. A little one there. Sometimes you get ones going behind the stem. And then with a bit of clean tissue, you're just going to dab off, and that's going to lift the light for the honesty. There we go. You can then pop in with that dark brown, that same dark brown that we've been using. A little bit of a top and a little bit of shadow if you want as well. You can make sure you've got any fine stems coming up to it. If you wanted that little bit more shadow, then you just take your medium round brush and just dab into a little bit of the brown, but just a lot of water, And then you can take a little bit of that on just to create a little bit of shadow. It's all about controlling how much you've got on the brush and how much water you're using. There's just a little bit more water on here. Something looks too dark, you can just take a little bit off with a damp brush. Now I'm just picking up some more of the dark brown, and you can look to see if you want to define any sharper edges. So I can come in and create some twigs that look a little bit sharper. Hard and soft edges work best when they're both together. I could choose to sharpen some of the bits on the teasel. This is all just using my dark brown. And a sharper edge down here. Maybe make that a bit sharper down that side. When you're coming on with these sharper marks, try not to lose the softer marks as well. It's nice to have a combination. There we go.